It's an epic, isn't it? It really is an epic.
No. What did he say?
He's going to destroy the world.
I really enjoyed the film.
I thought it was very well produced, actually.
Blows you away.
I was really impressed.
Breathtaking.
I thought it was excellent.
It was awesome.
A great flood is coming. We build a vessel to hold the innocent.
I think this is a great opportunity for the Bible to find a new audience.
You know, those few chapters from 6 to 9 which give the story don't give the whole message of Genesis, and I think the film is wonderfully accurate in portraying that message.
I thought it was full of truth. Not necessarily completely accurate to the biblical test, but I don't think that matters.
But what a fantastic creative envisioning of the tale.
Was it an allegorical picture of human nature? All of these questions were rushing round.
For me, the Noah story is all about the fact that God has a moral limit. You know, that things can get to a point when God says enough is enough.
Well, you look at these big apocalyptic scenes and you think, oh, that's otherworldly. But the reality is there's some pretty brutal things happening in the 21st century.
But it also speaks of a God who's willing to rescue humanity and willing to step in and offer us a hope.
The experience of the Noah story was like most people growing up, this crazy story of this boat with all these animals in it.
Noah isn't just the Judeo-Christian tradition, it's there in Islam, it's there in the Hindu scriptures, it's there amongst those of all faiths and of no faith. We all own the Noah story.
Obviously, the film is inspired by the story rather than portraying the exact story, and there's lots of things in the film which aren't in Genesis, and some things in Genesis which aren't in the film. But that's art for you.
You know the story, you know what's going to happen, but you don't know what's going to happen specifically in this story.
This is the most faithful rendering of that story I've ever seen. And I think the reality of it is going to be something absolutely stunning for people to see.
I must admit I had mixed expectations. I was nervous sometimes when filmmakers kind of tackle biblical stories. It is a bit like someone remixing your favourite album.
But he just brought a level of creativity and intelligence to it that really impacted the audience.
He could have been cynical about it, couldn't he, with his tongue in his cheek? But he wasn't. I think he must have been gripped by this story.
As any film that engages you will, you'll think about it, you'll mull it over, and you'll talk about it with people that you meet. I think that's what I'll be doing as a result of seeing the film.
Hopefully it will spark a renewed interest in faith issues. I really hope that people will go and watch it with an open mind and just use it to start a discussion, and hopefully for a lot of people that will result in a faith journey themselves.
Well, you know what, if it simply gets people talking.
There was silence in the auditorium, but as soon as it kind of finished, you could see people were turning to each other and, you know, getting straight into the issues that were there.
Yeah, I'm going to encourage everyone I know to go and see the film, and then I want the discussion to begin.
I thought it was everything that cinema ought to be. It was huge and imaginative story, it was brilliant action, it was great big character discussions.
There were elements of the movie that really brought the Bible alive, and there were elements of it that were just a really good movie.
I think we all have to revisit Noah. We have to revisit the big stories that belong to all of us, and Noah's a really good place to start.